A 5-day water fast forces the body to recycle its own damaged cells, but the physical toll is grueling. By utilizing very specific nutrients, you can trigger that exact same cellular cleanup process while still eating solid meals. Standard diets rely on simple calorie counting. The evolved fasting mimicking diet uses precision molecular nutrition. We are selecting macronutrient profiles that actively silence the body's internal food sensors. The objective here is physiological deception. By feeding the body these precise components, we keep it in a perceived state of starvation. This forces your system to break down old tissue for energy and reset its metabolic baseline. Methodical, mastering this sequence of metabolic timing allows you to initiate systemic cellular repair. You gain the regenerative power of a deep fast, safely and without the risks of actual starvation. When you restrict calories on day 1, the available energy inside your cells drops. This causes a shift in your cellular fuel ratio, driving up levels of a molecule called AMP relative to your ATP stores. Your cells detect this drop in energy using a metabolic sensor called AMPK. As soon as that ratio shifts, AMPK activates. This scale illustrates your cell's growth state. As AMPK rises on one side, it forces down another major pathway called mTOR. Shutting down mTOR immediately halts all anabolic cellular growth and division. Silencing mTOR allows a specific longevity protein, FOXO3, to travel directly into the cell's nucleus. Once inside, it locks together with beta-catenin, shifting the cell from a state of growth to a state of survival and repair. This FOXO3 pairing initiates mitophagy. Your cells physically hunt down and digest their own damaged or dysfunctional mitochondria, clearing out metabolic waste. By controlling AMPK, mTOR, and FOXO3, you force your stem cells into a state of deep protection, shielding them from oxidative damage and age-related decline. Keeping mTOR suppressed requires careful selection of your protein sources. Even on a plant-based diet, certain proteins will break your fasting state. The mTOR sensor reacts aggressively to 2 specific amino acids, leucine and methionine. If your meals contain high levels of either, mTOR flips back on, ruining the fast. Look at this nutrient breakdown. Foods typically considered healthy, like Brazil nuts at 315 milligrams of methionine or eggs at 390 milligrams, sit firmly in the red zone. These must be avoided during the 5-day cycle. Instead, pull your protein from the green zone. Broccoli, spinach, and mushrooms provide the necessary structure to your meals while keeping methionine well below the threshold that triggers mTOR. This strict methionine restriction acts as a metabolic failsafe, guaranteeing that your body maintains the illusion of a fast even as you digest physical food. Step 1 of your daily schedule establishes the hydration baseline. Drink 12 to 16 ounces of water mixed with a pinch of sea salt to secure your electrolyte balance. Next, apply your morning lipid intervention. Mix exactly 1 to 2 teaspoons of pure C8 MCT oil into plain black coffee or green tea. This timeline shows why C8 is required. MCT oil bypasses standard digestion, traveling straight to the liver. There, it converts rapidly into BHB ketones, providing fuel for your brain while suppressing hunger. Moving to the midday meal, your focus shifts to retrograded carbohydrates. By cooking and chilling starchy foods like purple potatoes for 24 hours, the starch molecules crystallize. This allows them to pass through your system without spiking insulin. You must pair that starch with 1 tablespoon of high-phenolic extra virgin olive oil. The specific polyphenols in the oil, like oleuropein, provide a separate stimulus for your cells to continue the autophagic cleanup. Your evening meal is an autophagy soup constructed from a vegetable broth, fresh spinach, and a controlled 10 to 15 gram microdose of walnuts. The crucial ingredient in this soup is shiitake mushrooms. They are rich in spermidine, which blocks a protein called EP300 that normally inhibits cellular cleanup. By blocking this protein, spermidine allows your cells to continue deacetylating and breaking down waste throughout the night. This chronological stacking of MCTs, resistant starches, and spermidine optimizes your brain function while hiding your caloric intake from the body's nutrient sensors. To maintain this biological deception across the cycle, you have to hit exact caloric targets. Day 1 is your metabolic transition, strictly capped between 1,000 and 1,100 calories. This pie chart shows the specific macro split required to initiate the fast. 56% of your calories come from fat, 34% from resistant carbohydrates, and protein is tightly capped at 10%. As you enter the deep rejuvenation phase from days 2 through 5, your total intake drops to 750 calories. The ratio adjusts to 44% fat, 47% carbohydrates, and protein drops to 9%. Manipulating these exact mathematical ratios keeps the body anchored in deep autophagy, while providing just enough structural fuel to prevent muscle loss. After 5 days of strict calculation, you reach day 6. The most common point of failure is waking up and consuming a heavy, complex meal. The sudden nutrient influx on day 6 commands your newly protected stem cells to split, repopulating your tissues with young, healthy cells. To secure this benefit and prevent metabolic shock, you must pace the refeed. For the first 12 hours, consume only liquid broths and very light vegetable juices. From hour 12 to 24, you begin the transition back to solid food. Introduce soft, easily digestible items like steamed vegetables and avocado. A disciplined 2-stage refeed ensures that the cellular clearing of the past 5 days is successfully translated into the growth of new, healthy cells. You now have the technical requirements to execute the evolved fasting mimicking diet. By selecting specific amino acids and timing your lipid intake, you actively direct the FOXO3 pathway to rebuild your body from the cellular level up. Check the video description to download the meal prep checklist so you can secure the specialized pantry items required for the protocol. Finally, head to the kitchen and boil your potatoes tonight. By giving them 24 hours to chill, you will be prepared to launch day 1 tomorrow morning.